welcome to Roulette and Reddit. My name's Alyssa, and I've got some of my buddies here with me. I've got Miss Helen.
Hello.
I've got, I've got Lexi.
Hi.
And Emily.
Hi there.
And Aiden.
Buenas noches, muchachos.
Yes, and we are, if you're not familiar with this show, we are reading stories off of Reddit, that we have all compiled, and while we do roulettes. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw us in for a frontline, if that's okay, Poppy.
Yeah, I guess so.
I believe in you guys.
Alright, and Helen is our resident reader. So do you want to start us off, Helen? What you got for us tonight?
All right. So these are all from the Reddit subreddit. Am I overreacting? Dog, you just came inside. Please go lay down.
Aw. Hi, Kieran.
Yeah, he's kind of a Muppet creature. Go lay down, please. You just came in. Go. 1 second. I'm going to mute myself so I can do my dog.
Oh, okay.
Okay, look, my little brat boy.
Hello, Gunter.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Gunter. Welcome to Roulette and Reddit. I believe Helen is, calming her dog.
Is it the one that bit me?
Yes.
I think of him fondly, but at the same time, goddamn.
I love my dogs, but I fear I have spoiled them. Because I swear to you, we just came back inside maybe 10 minutes ago.
Oh, babies. Oh.
Anyway.
Dogs.
It's just dogs.
That's
so all of these come from our Am I Overreacting? This one is posted 1 day ago by user cigarettes_and Reagan. I almost broke down crying in front of a rude customer. Am I overreacting? I know working retail is supposed to make you tougher, in quotations, or whatever, but honestly, I think it's just making me emotionally exhausted. This older lady came in last night trying to return something without a receipt or the card she bought it with, and so I tried explaining as nicely as I could that our register literally will not let us process returns without proof of purchase, which I'm sure makes a lot of sense. I was genuinely trying to help her, and even asked my manager if there was anything else we could do because she seemed agitated, but she randomly started getting louder and louder, telling me to do the job I'm paid to do, and saying my attitude, quotations, is the reason I'm still working for minimum wage at a mall. Then she keeps rambling and saying I can't mistreat customers who pay for my bills just because I have a pretty face, and I swear at this point I was so confused, yet ready to run off and cry in the back. It honestly made me want to cry because I wasn't even rude to her at all. I think my face just naturally looks annoyed when I'm nervous, and people always assume I have an attitude when I don't. I swear some customers walk into stores already wanting someone to take their anger out on. I'm literally just a 21-year-old girl trying to get through my shifts and pay rent. I can't keep doing this. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, mistakes have been made.
Hmm?
I accidentally came in this as a warrior.
Oh, I also accidentally came into this as a bard, which I meant to come in as a dancer, so...
Gotta change it.
You know, working in Ingles made me like humans less.
Yeah, I mean, heck, working phones for a pest control company makes me like humans less. I can't imagine how bad it is in retail.
It sucks.
Hey, where are people getting these fancy cars? Where are people? Look at these look. What? Lexi, are you seeing those cars?
No, because I'm literally behind everyone else because I don't have my mount thing put on my hotbar.
Oh, well.
So,
I don't know where to go.
Anyway.
Not so fun fact, my first job was at Kmart, and some of the shit people would do.
Oh, I can
just
imagine.
Because they thought they could for some reason. It was so strange. And unfortunately, you're just sitting here and like I'm over here with my clunky plastic monster register and they're yelling at me and I'm like, just because you're getting louder doesn't mean that this is gonna happen, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and it happens to me all the time at my job too. Because, like I said, I work like basically a call center. So it's like, people will call in and they'll just be like pissed because they got a bill or their bill is overdue. It's like, buddy, not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
My favorites, though, are the ones who call in at 3:45 on a Friday evening asking if we can get somebody to them that same day.
Oof.
It's 3:45 p.m. Absolutely not. The best I can do for you is Tuesday. And then they get mad and hang up.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have they had to sheepishly call back that day and say, yes, I would like it on Tuesday?
You know, I guess there must be some pest control company that will do emergency visits.
You like my ride?
Oh, yeah. I have the same
Dog.
ride.
Dog.
But yeah, no, working in retail is definitely awful.
It really is.
Sir.
When you have a government position and I have to answer phones and have to explain, no, I don't know how this works. And where I work, it's not exactly fun, it's probate. So you've got people calling in like, well, why hasn't it progressed? Why am I not receiving my letters?
Yeah.
I understand it's frustrating. Things can move slowly, but we want to make sure that we're doing our best possible job. And
Yeah.
you have to remember sometimes when dealing with people over the phone, this might be the literal worst day of their life. But it doesn't help the fact that you get irritated and upset by
Buddy.
some conversation you have.
No, I think Kieran's method acting.
Kieran.
That's what they sound like to me.
Oh my god. I'm gonna mute my mic. I guess I'll take him out. I don't know why he's being like this. I'll be right back.
Baby.
Baby.
I
Spoiled
guess-
baby brat.
Yeah, I guess this gives me the opportunity to tell the story of the wildest call I have ever gotten in pest control, which was this lady insisting that a bunch of monkeys had escaped from the zoo and were attacking people.
Pardon?
Mm-hmm. No, I think she was either... Okay, she was either on something, or she was having a really bad mental day. Like, those are the only explanations I can think of for this, because literally, if monkeys had escaped from the zoo and were literally, like, attacking people, I'm pretty sure that would have been on the news. Couldn't find a single thing. But she wouldn't even tell me where she was. She's like, they're attacking people. I told her to hang up and call 911. And then she just hung up on me. Cause like,
Hopefully she followed your advice.
hopefully, I swear, for 2 seconds, I thought that it was gonna be a prank call. I actually thought it was a prank call for a second. But then she was like really distressed, and I'm like, oh no, this isn't a prank. But like, I don't know who she thought she was calling.
Well, I mean, monkeys are a type of annoyance, a pest in a way, but not the bug kind.
By the
so.
legal definition, by the legal definition of a pest, they are not a pest. Neither are deer.
Hmm.
Deer, rabbit, even lizards are not considered pests.
Hmm.
because yeah, it has to cause harm to either property or health.
I mean, the Jumanji monkeys, for example.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have wild monkeys though, so like, we're not equipped to handle monkeys, that's for sure.
I remember one time I had to explain to someone that no, snails are not insects, and no, my pesticide will not necessarily kill them.
Oh,
It's made for bugs.
Yeah.
Not snails.
Yeah. I had to tell
And
somebody that
they took some
bats
good
weren't
medicine.
termites.
Cats?
Bats. B-A-T-S.
Oh. Damn.
You call animal control for bats, I'm pretty sure.
No, we can handle bats. They are considered a pest. They're just not termites.
Typically, a pest control company will have a guy that specializes in those, or, as in the case of the one I used to work for, they'll
outsource
contract out to a company that actually can take care of that.
Yeah, in our case, we do have a department that handles those.
But yeah, sadly, just standard bugman cannot deal with things like bats.
Yeah, well, okay, so what happened that time was she called in and she was like, I'm a little confused because when he was here, he told me I didn't have termites, but I'm looking at the report and it says I do. So she's thinking that the report says something different than what she was told. Okay. So I look at the report. It says no evidence of termites, evidence of bats in the attic. Because really all he was there to do was inspect for termites. He was not there to do anything else. But because he happened to notice possible signs of bats in her attic, he made a note of that on the report. That way, if she ever calls us saying, I've got bats, we can pull up that report and go like, yep, we already knew. Except, I guess my technician didn't communicate to her that she had bat activity. So she saw that on her report and thought, oh, I do have termites. And I had to tell her, bats are not termites. And I kid you not, it was literally this woman being like, bats aren't termites? No.
Oh, ma'am.
They are not insects, nor do they eat wood.
I have a completely different experience working both. Because I worked at Cracker Barrel, I had the pleasure of being both a retail and food service worker.
Oh yeah, how was
you had
the
to do
barrel?
both?
So technically, I was just in the retail area of Cracker Barrel. However, because we dealt with the cashing out of the food as well, when people came in for to-go orders, we were the people that they saw in terms of like, hey, this person is the reason why my order screwed up. Even though we weren't the ones handling the food or doing anything with it, because we were the face that people saw.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was our fault. Which I had my own thoughts and feelings about. And then also trying to get a response from the kitchen about things was nigh impossible because they just never wore their radios.
Yeah.
I love them, but what brats.
It was like, and especially when we had gift cards. I hated using the gift cards. I mean, they always have gift cards. But people wouldn't take the paper that said the balance. Or we had a problem for a couple of years where people's gift cards were getting skimmed.
Oh.
Especially if they had been bought from like Walmart or something.
Oh no.
So I had a particular nasty incident with one woman where her gift cards weren't working. And I told her, I'm like, ma'am, our system is saying there is a $0 balance on these gift cards. She's like, well, these were just given to me and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, ma'am, there's nothing I can do. And like on our end, it's saying this, you have to call the number on the back of the card and they can give you a rundown of like when the card was used. And she's like, well, can't you do it for me? And I said, no, ma'am, I can't. I'm not allowed to. It's not something I can do.
Yeah.
So I had to, and I, tried to, and then so her daughter comes over and is basically getting really nasty with me and being like, well, why isn't the gift card's working? I'm like, well, ma'am, it's saying that there's no money on the gift card. Like, I can't use it because there's nothing here. Like, and you have to call the number on the back of the card for them to, do all this. And she's like, get me your manager. I said, okay, I can get the manager, but there's nothing that we can do. She yelled at me for, I think, probably like 5 minutes. So when the manager got there, I was apparently in the wrong because I was trying to explain why I can't call the company to get this information for her because it's not my card. And I'm also a cashier waiting to check out other people. So I got sent to the back room. And afterwards, my manager was like, you can't roll your eyes at customers, even if they're in the wrong. Like, you can't do this. And like, I didn't roll my eye. She's very lucky I didn't roll my eye. She's very lucky I didn't say or do several other things. And she's very lucky that Donna was not here.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the restaurant manager telling me all of this. And I'm like, I called you up there to handle a situation that you literally explained the same things to this woman that I explained to her multiple times. It is not my fault she cannot understand that or would not accept it from a lowly cashier.
Yeah.
But for you to come back here and yell at me for doing my job. No.
Yeah.
No. So I told my retail manager as soon as she got back, and I'm like, hey, this was the problem. This was the issue. This is what was said to me. This is how I handled it. Do with that information what you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had problems with that restaurant manager.
Yeah.
For a while.
Sounds like it. Helen, what you
Should
got
I read
next
another
for
one?
us? Yes. What you got next for us?
Okay. So this next one is posted 2 days ago from the user Durian Jungle. Am I overreacting on not being fed?
I sent this one. I love this one.
I, female 35, have a coworker, female 52, whom I've grown close to. We talk about many things and share lots of personal heartaches with each other. Recently, I met her husband. The next day, she told me that her husband mentioned I seemed like the type who can definitely help out with putting up a fence in their yard. She asked me if I could help on my day off. I agreed to it, begrudgingly. I asked if her husband or teenage son, male 16, would help as well, and she mentioned they were completely useless and asking them to help would cause her more mental anguish. Internally, I empathized with her, thinking perhaps her husband and son are just too much trouble to even bother, as I have uncles like that. I show up at 8:30 a.m. and start putting up the fence with her. It was basically driving stakes into the ground and chicken wiring it. It was grueling as it was on a hill on a hot day. By noon, I was famished and told her I needed to eat because I could feel myself getting jittery and shaky. She offered a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Wow. After eating
Generous.
just so very generous. After eating that, we continued to work as we wanted to finish in one day. We worked until the sun came down, 6:30 or 7 p.m., and managed to finish putting up the fence. By this time, I was starving and was beginning to feel shaky. This is probably because I had low blood sugar or something. As soon as we were done, she announced that she was going to dinner with her son and thanked me for all the help. She said it in a way that felt like she was sending me off to leave, as she was probably also starving.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm gonna save my thoughts till the end of this story, and then I'm gonna explode.
You're just gonna... There is a possibility that she didn't invite me to dinner because her son is very antisocial and on the autism spectrum. Perhaps her son could not eat with other people around, especially new people. For some reason, in the back of my mind, I thought as a gesture of gratitude, she would at least invite me to dinner. Am I overreacting? Because I drove home fuming and hangry?
Let me just say this from the bottom of my heart. Not overreacting. I mean, first of all, she was basically voluntold to help build this fence. She only begrudgingly agreed because, being put on the spot never feels great or anything. And you're just like, okay, fine, just this one time. But then you go and do this physically demanding job all day. You give up your day off to help out your friend, your coworker, whatever. And doesn't sound like she got a lot of breaks. I hope she was hydrated during this whole endeavor. And a single peanut butter and jelly sandwich for something so physically taxing, that is no. And
that's not enough.
Not even offering, to make something else, or hey, I'm gonna go out, but let me treat you later this week for all the help. It just sounds like taking advantage of someone's goodwill and kindness and putting all their effort and everything into this that's only benefiting you. You're reaping the reward. You're not even paying forward to this person. If it was like, hey, remember that time you did this for me? I'd like to cash in the favor to apply to this. No, this is just straight up taking advantage of someone. And this is very frustrating. And I think never talk to this person outside of the workforce. And just, if ever approached by someone, this person, again, for a favor, a task, just say, no, I'm busy that day. And if they start bugging you about it, just tell them, I have told you I am unavailable. Do not elaborate on what you are supposed to be doing, even if you're just chilling at home. You do not give this person an inch. They will take it and run 10 fucking miles.
Yeah, don't give the mouse a cookie.
Sorry.
Don't give the mouse a cookie.
Sorry, I'm very frustrated by this. I have had a similar experience. Not as demanding, but just you feel used, you feel terrible, you feel like I should be mad at this person, and you are, but you don't ever say it out loud because you don't want to seem rude.
Yeah.
Just, ugh.
Oh, I'm saying it out loud.
So my thing with
are you? So can I come with? All you've given me to eat is a PBJ.
Yeah. No.
I'm not doing this I'm not doing this for charity.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
My thing is too. It makes her look like she doesn't have any home training. When. It's standard practice where if someone's helping me do stuff or whatever, I'll feed them. I've had friends.
No, that's the thing. If somebody helps you move, you buy them pizza. If somebody does something for you on that caliber, yeah, you treat them to a meal.
Exactly.
Or pay them money or something. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I remember I helped a friend of mine repaint her daughter's. Yeah, this is a fence. I helped a friend paint her daughter's bedroom. And she's like, I got beers and I got vegan chili. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do beers and vegan chili. Incredible. She does magic.
I don't think that fence is being mended.
No, it has been built, but it has clearly shown the borders of this friendship that there is none. This is just my way or the highway kind of person, and you avoid them like the plague from now on, outside of professional settings.
Yeah, for sure. I same as everybody else. I was brought up if you ask somebody to help you with something, be it build a fence, be it
and that's not a southern
thing. Doing anything.
Is that exclusively a southern thing, or is that
I
wouldn't
don't think
it
it is.
think it is because my parents are that way, and Mom grew up in the Midwest and Dad was New England.
Yeah.
So,
like, I know several people outside of the South who were raised like that.
I think it's just supposed to be a genuine human thing of when someone does something for you, you appreciate them, and you return that kind of love, that kind of kindness, and you say, I cannot match you in the exact same way. Like, I can't do the same task for you, but this is what I am capable of, and I want to show you my appreciation, whether it's through food, a similar task, or just, you know, you make someone feel appreciated, you make them feel seen, and that their work and contribution is valued.
It's like, hey, I can't pay you a day's wage, you know, for you taking off to help me with this. Can I at least feed you in order for you to help me with this?
Like, yeah, and you don't cheap out on the food either. You don't give a
and
like, sandwich.
Okay, you don't have to go like super all out. You don't have to pay for like a 5-star meal. But,
you don't have to take them to Longhorns or nothing, but at least you know,
but like,
pizza or like.
I am easily bought with hot dogs, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Even a frozen pizza is like something, right?
A frozen pizza and like a Coke, if you've been doing shit outside all day, is surprisingly the most delicious shit on the planet.
You should also be like providing water all throughout, or another hydrating beverage.
I assume that was provided. I mean, there's no way.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously don't get a lot of details here. And there's always a possibility that these stories are fake, but
at the same time, like, if you were going to have somebody help you with any, especially physical labor like that, because building a fence isn't anything like moving, especially if it's on a hill. Like, that's a whole different ballgame.
No, like,
you feed them, and you feed them well.
Yeah, no, like, my parents had some friends come over to help alter a cabinet of theirs when we first moved into this house. And what did we do? We took them out for Chinese food afterwards.
Ah, good old Chinese food. I can also be bought with dumplings.
Same. Damn, I love a dumpling.
Should I do the next one?
Yes, go for it.
But we are all in agreement, not overreacting, correct?
Not overreacting. Anything underreacting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it warrants, like, a confrontation or anything. I don't know that that's...
Oh, no, you just ice that person out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you ice them out.
But, like, no, honey, we're not doing that.
It's like, nuh-uh.
Anyway, what do we got next?
Next one was posted 16 days ago by TGPT4O. I think that's a little O. Okay, I've got to read some text messages for this one. Am I overreacting? A friend asked me what my future plans with my girlfriend are, and then responded like this. Let me blow this up.
Oh, I submitted this one. This is a long one. Buckle up, everybody.
All right, so this first message is from OP. Well, I was thinking of getting my girlfriend a ring. She doesn't do promise rings, so I was thinking of actually just going on ahead with the engagement ring. She says a promise ring is a less serious version of the engagement ring, and I want to show her I am serious. Now, these are from his friend. LMAO, you're really going to propose? 3 question marks. That's hilarious. Bro, no one's going to want to marry you. You can't even keep a houseplant alive. Also, engagement rings are a scam invented by corporations. You're falling for capitalist propaganda. Okay, so quick question. This is the response. The fuck is wrong with you? Very good question.
No, that would be my response too.
His friend responds
now you see why I submitted this one. This one's fun.
Yeah, this one is wild already. His friend responds with, what the fuck is wrong with you for getting so defensive? I'm literally just being honest with you. Someone has to tell you the truth. You're out here thinking someone's going to marry you when you can't even figure out basic life stuff. Wake up.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
No, I would have blocked this guy's number immediately. Okay.
Not yet. We get a response of, I don't see it as propaganda. I sort of get what you're saying, but for me it's about the gesture. I don't know why you're coming at me sideways like this. Just because I don't fall for conspiracies doesn't mean I need to figure stuff out. Let me guess, you think weddings are just for show too? Friend hits back with, oh, so now you're calling basic facts conspiracies? Typical. Ooh, this guy's probably really big into that, what even is it called? QAnon conspiracy bananas.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. And yeah, weddings are just for show. It's literally just an excuse to make your family watch you kiss someone while they eat dry chicken. Someone's been to bad weddings. You're so desperate for validation that you need a shiny rock and a party to prove your relationship is real. It's actually sad. Maybe work on yourself first before dragging someone else into your mess.
Oh my god. The way you would never hear.
Alright, the first step of me working on myself is cutting you out from my life. It's been nice.
Yeah,
cutting dead.
Like, this person, you would never see this person again. This person would be dead.
Yeah, it's...
Like...
Are you serious right now, dude? Same. Yeah, I'm being dead serious. I can't believe that. You came to me asking for advice, and now you're mad I'm telling you the truth? Honestly, you're probably just going to get divorced anyway. Most people do. Not really. We're still at that 50% divorce rate, so... Save yourself the money and the embarrassment and just stay dating forever like a normal person? Oh,
normal person? Normal person?
That's not normal.
I think this guy is just monkey branching from relationship to relationship when his girlfriend inevitably figures out this guy's not going to propose, this guy's an asshole, he's taking advantage of me, he's swaying off to the next girl he can try and convince to
it's worse than that. It's worse.
I do love
God. God.
I do love that the response is, like a normal person? Yeah, like a normal what does he think a normal person is? Like a normal person who doesn't need the government and a piece of paper to validate their love. Marriage is literally just a tax break with extra steps. You're probably one of those people who think love is real too. How embarrassing. Newsflash, your girlfriend is probably just with you because she's bored and hasn't found someone better yet.
Sounds like this guy is jealous of him because he has a girlfriend.
How are we not done yet? What the fuck?
I know.
It keeps going.
It keeps going.
And keeps going.
And don't worry, once the texts are done, there's a lot more.
But wait, there's more. I'm in a ShamWow commercial.
There's DLC.
There's DLC. You realize I'm talking about the future, right? We were talking about my future aspirations with her. Why did you ask me that question just to respond like this? Because your future aspirations are stupid. This is in all capitals. You really think you're going to be marriage material in the future? What's going to change? You're going to suddenly become a completely different person? You're delusional if you think planning for the future makes this any less ridiculous. Honestly, I'm doing you a favor by telling you this now before you waste even more time on a fantasy that's never going to happen. Right, so that's the last time I tell you about my future goals. What the fuck? I thought you were playing with me. And that's the last screenshot. I mean, you should have blocked his ass.
There's telling someone what they need to hear. And then there's being a complete and total dickhead.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
don't worry. It gets worse.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Yeah. Welcome back, Billy Mays. For context, me and my friend were chatting, and he was asking me about my relationship. He asked me what my future plan is with her and what my endgame is. I got the feeling he was trying to gauge how serious I am about her. He said maybe I should get her a promise ring to show her I'm serious, and that's when I sent the first text you can see in the screenshots. Okay. Afterwards, this was his response. I've known him for 2 years, and I'm aware that the last person he was with cheated on him with another guy and a girl. Oh. Okay, so he has always kind of had a bad outlook on relationships. Even so, he has never been so rude to me. It was such a quick switch up when I mentioned an engagement ring as opposed to a promise ring. As soon as I said, the whole conversation dissolved into him basically throwing virtual punches. I think maybe he was mad that I didn't take his advice about getting my girlfriend a promise ring and wanted me to feel bad. To be honest, this kind of sudden switch up really makes me feel like I'm seeing his true colors for the first time. He's always been into 9/11 conspiracies and also into conspiracies around that one flight that disappeared, but I don't know how out of whack he actually is with these beliefs.
Okay, is he a Roanoke conspiracy theorist or an Atlantis?
It doesn't say, but...
Yeah, we don't
know.
know.
You can do both. I seriously wonder...
Sorry.
Roanoke is Atlantis. Anyway. I seriously wonder what else he thinks about me, especially after he said, newsflash, your girlfriend is probably just with you because she's bored and hasn't found someone better yet. Am I overreacting if I just cut him off right now? No, you should cut him off about
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Messages in.
No, definitely.
I'm actually curious what the comments have to say.
Oh, don't worry. There's still more.
How many fucking edits are there?
Uh-huh. No, I told you. When I sent you this one, I told you it was long. I warned you, dog. Okay, so what I'm gonna say, I don't get the promise ring thing. I don't get I don't get the promise rings. I don't understand. What is the point of them?
Yeah, aren't engagement rings promise rings regardless too,
I know,
in a sense?
right?
Like, why is there a distinction? Why are they two separate things?
Why do I need two different pieces? And then you have the wedding band. So it's like, why do I need...
It's kind of an evangelical Christian American phenomenon. From my knowledge, it wasn't really even that big of a thing until like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware.
The thing where it's the same thing as a purity ring, right?
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's not the same thing. It's in a similar vein. So purity rings you wear to show that you are pure, and that they technically cannot come off until you get engaged. A promise ring is something where your significant other gives it to you in the promise of you will get married. Mostly you may not be able to afford an engagement ring at the time.
Yeah, so promise rings are much cheaper.
They're much cheaper, and it's also more of like a young thing. So like if you were younger, like teens, 20s, and you are just starting out and like say going to separate colleges, you use the promise ring as like, hey, this is a promise of we are still together.
Just make a pinky promise and move on. Like,
but some people like having that physical reminder kind of thing. Yeah, not everybody does it. Lauren and Michael had promise rings because it meant something to them.
I guess.
So
I don't know. I think it's silly. Like, some people don't even do an engagement ring
it's
at all.
It's kind of a way for people who can't afford an engagement ring to still like do something nice for their SO.
Yeah, like
it's like a statement of commitment.
I guess I'd rather literally have anything else, but that though.
Also, like an Asian
to each their own. Yeah. To each their own. Like,
and, like Korean culture too. Like couples is pretty common to like have like a couple like jewelry, whether it is a ring or a necklace or like a matching set of something.
Like, that's one thing. I can understand that, but like, and also, can we talk about like this guy being like, engagement rings are a scam made up by corporations? I'm pretty sure engagement rings have been a thing for a very long time.
They have been. However, the cost of engagement rings has gotten more expensive.
That's true. Oh, Helen read the edits. Helen, you ready to read us the edits? Oh, everybody buckle up. I'm telling y'all, this gets juicy.
Alright,
here we go.
Edit. Ended up unblocking him just because I'm going to have to see him again and wanted boundaries in place. He got argumentative. Should I tell his dad on him like he's a little boy? He's acting like one now.
Yes.
Edit 2. He is no longer acting like a little boy. He's revealed himself to possibly actually be a clinical narcissist to the point where I can't believe I let my girlfriend be around him or brought him around at all. Sort of scary, and definitely sending his dad screenshots of the messages regardless of his age. Edit 3. Decided against telling his father because I don't want to necessarily out him, and he apologized for now. I am leaving it at that and waiting for my girlfriend to discover the ring size I ordered. This is so out of the blue that I genuinely thought he was manic or something. I took screenshots in real time as he was texting me because of how surprising it was to me. He has never talked to me that way, so that's why I thought I might have to tell someone else close to him. Seems like he needed help. Edit 4. I've successfully gotten my girlfriend's ring size and I'm focused back on what matters. Edit 5. I wake up and I am genuinely surprised by people in my inbox saying that if I love my girlfriend, I won't marry her. Really thought maybe my fake friend was sending people to say that or making alternate accounts. Edit 6. Now bro is literally begging to come over to my place to apologize face to face. Literally muted him and turned off read receipts so he gets infinitely left undelivered. Gonna use the text for evidence if he ends up showing up unannounced. Update. Today, my girlfriend put our engagement on hold. Am I overreacting to immediately suspect that my friend has something to do with it? Final update. I'm going to be referring to my friend as bro for the purpose of this post. Mainly so that if he sees the post, he can't get on me for using his name. I talked to my girlfriend and she told me that marriage is a scam. Same as what bro was saying over text. I asked her if she had been talking to bro and she said yes. He sent her a link to an article and she forwarded it to me. Okay, it's some horseshit. It's not even written by a real journalist. And as far as I can tell, I didn't create an account to read the whole thing, but I can easily tell where it was going based on the title alone. Let me get the title so we got it. Marriage, the biggest scam humanity fell for. Yeah, and it's medium, but yeah, I wouldn't. Ugh. Anyway. So of course I immediately had her block him, and I blocked him as well. I was pretty angry that she put everything on a hold just because of an article. I would be too. And that she had no suspicion about a friend of mine texting her randomly like this right after we'd been talking about engagement. It's especially odd that the only reason he has her number is because we all hung out one time. My girl brought a couple of her friends too, and we had a group chat for one night out. They hadn't texted one-on-one before, and the thread between them was literally bro saying, I heard you were thinking of getting engaged, but I would hate for that to ruin your relationship. You should read this before you go ahead too quickly. Then the article was linked and nothing else. She never responded to the message, but she did read the article, and that's why she put things on hold. She's always had anxiety, so I'm trying to be understanding of that, but again, it really is annoying to me that this was the outcome of reading a single article. She was also having a panic the night I confronted her about it, which is another reason we decided to just block him. It was clear he was going to try to get between us. Then bro actually showed up at the apartment. Absolutely wrecked. He was drunk off his ass and still had a bottle of something in his hand. He was literally just standing, yelling. Now, at first, I didn't know it was him. Totally thought it was some drunk out on the street, but he started yelling my name, and at that point, I went outside and straight up told him if he didn't leave, I would be calling the cops. Get this shit. He starts screaming at me like a psychopath. He never got physical, but he was screaming that I am homophobic, comparing that to racism. And at this point, he's tripping over himself and he's not okay. So I told him he better call someone to come and get him and went back inside because honestly, it was not my responsibility. Someone else called the cops on him, and that's the last I heard from him. Anyways, as far as the engagement goes, my girlfriend and I have decided to go ahead with it. She says that someday we're going to have a ceremony for sure, but she isn't sure about the legal side of marriage. As of now, I'm okay with just seeing how things go and giving it time. I think we both have things we need to figure out before any ceremony takes place anyway. That's it.
So bro had a crush on his bro.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't the girlfriend he had a crush on, it was the bro.
Okay, but can we just say that with how easily she fell, like, I get it, anxiety is a bitch and it's a struggle, but at the same time, like, when you're talking seriously with your partner about such a big life commitment, granted, this guy wasn't showing any red flags to her at the time, but just getting that randomly out of the blue, that's like, now why would someone I've only had passing conversations with share this with me?
Mm-hmm.
And not his best friend, or whatever they were. Like, I'm guessing they were besties or whatever, but I can empathize with the anxiety, and I hope they can talk this through and stuff, but I would immediately be backpedaling on a relationship if someone was so easily influenced like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not good.
Now this is what I call toxic yaoi.
Right?
Yeah.
The comments are really funny because obviously some of them were posted before all the edits. So you've got people predicting, they're like, are you sure he's not into you? And then coming back and being like, he's into you. Like,
Yeah.
God damn.
People could read the subtext.
The subtext is someone was mad about the lack of subtext between him and his bro.
Oh, we got
Good
some
Lord.
subtext.
Yeah.
Well, not precisely.
There's a sub in this text.
I'm curious about where the narcissism came in precisely.
Bro.
Like I get it. He was like going off on his own spiel of things, but like, how does he jump from that to narcissism? Interestingly, that's
like
my.
I mean,
Hello,
people
Daisy.
do like to just throw that word around.
This kind of narcissistic behavior, though. It's
a
like
little, yeah.
You basically tried to ruin this person's relationship
Because
and
you
literally
have a crush on them.
went to people behind their back to try and to try and start a pressure campaign to get them to call off their engagement.
Yeah.
Including their fiance. All because you couldn't stand the idea of someone else getting your crush.
Yeah.
That's pretty narcissistic, I think.
I was lurking on the thread. I found one that says, am I overreacting? My boyfriend has a weird relationship with his mom.
Uh-oh. Mama's boy, mama's boy.
Even better, it was only posted 4 minutes ago.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh. Okay.
Hey.
Alright.
My boyfriend, 24 male, and I, 25 female, have been together for over 4 years. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why I was freaking out for a second there. Since the beginning of our relationship. And since the beginning of our relationship, wow, I can read. God bless America. I've noticed his mom praises the fuck out of him and constantly talks shit about her husband and her other kids, all daughters. Not looking good.
Uh-oh.
But it wasn't until we moved to the same state as her about a year ago, and I realized how bad and weird this is. I should also state that my parents are unhappily married, lol, but my parents are very respectful of each other. Of course, they make jokes about each other or complain, but that makes up maybe 5% of the conversation anytime I talk to them. And I should also say my mom was a helicopter mom growing up, while my dad was more laid back and a jokester. So pushed back on my mom a lot and continues to do so as she never leaves me the fuck alone. I'm very close with my parents. I talk to them every other day, so this has nothing to do with being close. It has to do with the dynamic of their relationship.
Sure.
Back to their relationship. All his mom does is complain 24/7 while somehow trying to make it into a joke. She's always talking shit about her husband or her daughter and always praises my boyfriend, her son. She's constantly calling him over the smallest things. If it's sunny, she'll call and tell him how nice it is outside. And it goes exactly like this. It's so nice out. It made me think of you, my love. I hope you're having a good day. I don't like that. Ooh. If it's raining, she calls him because she's scared to drive in the rain, and she goes on about, thank you for letting me talk to you, my love. You're like my protector. I don't trust my husband to do anything, but I can always trust you.
Incest.
But also,
I have never,
why'd you get married? Like...
Well, because she wanted a son that she could turn into the husband figure.
I have never seen dialogue like this outside of a shitty, trashy romance novel.
I know my love as a pet name.
Oh my god.
Incredible. Thank you. Alright, I gotta put back on my big girl, nice reader voice. It's always fucking something. If she's not at our house, she's on the phone with him 24/7. A year ago, for the first time, I heard her say, "You know what? You're like the husband I've always wanted and could never find." Emily got it. To my boyfriend, her son. And I was dumbfounded. And then she said it over and over and over and over again. I can't fathom how the fuck that comes out of your mouth without the realization that that's fucking weird. All the shit she says to him is fucking weird. Okay, so the reason I'm making this post now is because a few days ago she said something that I haven't stopped thinking about. So my boyfriend and I both had the day off, and it was sometime in the afternoon, and we were taking a little nap after doing the deed, and of course his phone rang, and it's his mother. He says hello, and her response? Oh.
Oh no.
Ooh, why you sound so sexy?
Okay,
Oh my god.
Excuse the fuck out of me. Yeah. Huh.
Gross.
Oh.
What? Does he not
fucking real.
realize what's going on here?
When you've lived with that kind of treatment for that long, it becomes normal, and he doesn't see it as the big red flag that it is, unfortunately.
Oh, and it continues. Oh, thank you.
Oh no.
It's a good thing that she said that after they'd done the deed, because that may have killed the mood if she said it beforehand.
Oh, God.
I think it may have killed the urge to do the deed evermore.
Yeah.
And I looked at him with that exact expression, and I noticed that he even had a visceral reaction to her saying that. He made kind of a what the fuck face? Well, he cleared his throat and said, "What?" And this woman doubled down. She said, why would you sound all sexy? Your voice is all raspy. And he said, "I was asleep." And she said, "Oh, okay," and laughed, then changed the subject. I do not know what to think or what to do. We haven't talked about it, and I can understand if he was raised into his mom always being like this, he's not really going to know boundaries with her, and that's not his fault. Another concern... Whoa!
It sounds like it sounds like he is also aware that is not a normal thing to say to your child. He sounds like he is aware of how strange that is.
Okay.
All right. Remind me after this. This reminds me of a different story, and I will try and remember it to the best of my details later. But please continue. This is getting boy.
Yeah.
Apparently, it gets worse.
Oh no.
Another concern of mine is that my boyfriend's biological dad assaulted my boyfriend's older sister 2 years before he was born.
Oh God.
His sister and his mom do not speak because she knew about it and stayed with him while keeping her in the house for 3 years.
Okay, this woman needs to go to jail.
The reason I'm mentioning this is because I feel like it adds to her terrible judgment and in a way sexualizing her children, whether it's intentional or for some fucked up other reason. I don't know what to do, or if I should mention anything to my boyfriend because he's defensive about his mom. I feel like I'm not the first one discovering this, and it wouldn't be the first one telling him. Also, I should mention he's an only son, and his 3 sisters are not on speaking terms with his mom, and she was a weird little shrine of photos of her son and 3 grandsons. No daughters or stepdaughters in those photos.
Okay, first of all, how does she have photos of the grandchildren? I think that is extremely concerning. Well, she might have stolen them offline, but still, I do not think any of these daughters have ever brought their children to this mother. If she did, if she is as horrible as we are getting from all this information.
Unless they're his kids.
Did she mention any kids in the original start?
Well,
no. That doesn't necessarily mean they don't have any.
And my thing with grandsons multiple, he is only 24.
Yes.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, did she say there were 3 of them?
Yeah. She just said grandsons, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if they're 2 years apart each, it's not completely far-fetched, but...
Possibly a set of twins.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's 3 grandsons for one reason or another.
Yeah, but no, that's... I don't know. I don't.
I do gotta bounce, so I will catch y'all later.
Good night, Gunter.
All right,
Boy.
from you.
Yeah, I will say I don't think it's that strange that she has pictures of the grandchildren. I mean,
Social media too.
yeah, and
Yes,
I mean,
but I just mean that if she has never met them, it is extremely unsettling and creepy that
well,
she
it's
would have
possible that she
pictures of them.
has. I mean, we don't know when the daughters cut off contact with her.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But the fact it's only the grandsons is extremely concerning. None of her daughters, none of the stepsisters, or whatever. There was a line part of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of the girls. No, she's. Oh my god. I don't even. This was only posted 4 minutes ago?
Yes.
No. Damn it, there's no update.
Now I want an update to learn more, but this
OP,
is an
give us an
extremely
update.
messed up situation.
I'll link you the post for later if you want to keep track of it.
Please make sure I have all of the ones that you've read.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, because I linked them in the description for YouTube.
Smart idea.
Yeah.
But this all just reminds me of a different story involving an OP and her boyfriend and an very sexual mother. She worked at no wait, the OP was the son in this case, I'm pretty sure, because I don't remember exactly who was the OP, but there was a very visceral scene that was described about the mother coming home with a giant gag dildo. She worked in a sex toy store, and she was just waving it around and stuff, and it was just really weird, and she was making some very bizarre phrases to the son, and he just felt it'd been a normal part of his life growing up, and it was only later, after getting into this relationship with the current partner, that he slowly started to realize, yeah, no, this relationship with my mother has been extremely weird and toxic, and I need to distance myself. Okay, now I need to go onto Reddit and see if I can find this story. Gosh, because I listened to them on YouTube and stuff.
Oh yeah, no. I got inspired to do this show by Smosh reads Reddit stories.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Shout out to Smosh. Big fans. I
linked it.
Heck yeah. I've been listening to Smosh Mouth. I've watched I think most of the Beppardies, if not all of them. Which you can learn some very interesting fun facts from Beppardy. I've watched all of the Family Feuds. I've watched, as far as I know, all of the hide and seek videos, which those are what got me into Smosh, funny enough. But yeah, no, they're a very entertaining group over there. So, and I was like, I still want to be able to play Final Fantasy, so I recruited Helen to read Reddit stories for me.
Yeah.
And she's doing a wonderful job.
I'm glad you think so. Oh, you're welcome.
Anyway, I think that's our time. Pretty much. I think that was a rough one to end on, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't expect it to go quite that wild.
I feel sick.
I do not blame you.
Well.
Anyway, we'll get back to this next week. Once again, Wednesday, 8 p.m. I believe. Does anybody have any last minute comments, questions, concerns to share with the chat before we leave?
Not that I can think of.
Any words of wisdom to share? Mine tonight is don't smoke in bed.
Not again.
Stay hydrated.
Always make sure you have your work badge on before you leave the house.
That's it. You know what? That genuinely
There you go.
good advice. Also watch Naruto. Other than that,
I need to rewatch. Yeah.
Check out the links in our Abouts page. We have our Ko-Fi, where you can donate if you enjoy the stream. We have our Blue Sky, where we post when and what we're going to be streaming. I need to get back on the wagon on that. I'm so sorry. Very soon. And what else do we have? We have our YouTube channel, which this is where that's where everything we do ends up and more. You can also find our Till Death Do Us Part podcast there, so check that out. Other than that, have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your week. Stay safe out there. We love you, and we'll see you guys on Friday for more Final Fantasy XIV Friday. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.